Good morning, students. In the last class, we had studied till coordination in plants, right? We were doing chapter that is control and coordination, and we have did till topic coordination in plants. In coordination in plants, what did we see? We saw that the movement in plants is of two types. One is a growth related movement and one is a growth independent movement. The difference between them also I have given you. And then we did something called tropic movements or tropism. In tropic movements, very important question is this one, right? There are two types of tropism, पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव ट्रॉपिज्म हो सकता है हर एक में. एंड टाइप्स ऑफ ट्रॉपिक मूवमेंट्स क्या है? फोटोट्रॉपिज्म, जियोट्रॉपिज्म, हाइड्रोट्रॉपिज्म, कीमोट्रॉपिज्म. अगर यहाँ पे एक और वर्ड मैंने बोला थिग्मोट्रॉपिज्म, ठीक है बच्चा. सो थिग्मो मीन्स टच, ठीक है. सो यहाँ पे देखो फोटोट्रॉपिज्म इज मूवमेंट ड्यू टू लाइट के वजह से है. जियोट्रॉपिज्म इज पुल ऑफ अर्थ और ग्रेविटी. हाइड्रोट्रॉपिज्म था वाटर के वजह से. कीमोट्रॉपिज्म केमिकल्स के वजह से. आई विल गिव यू one more now you can add here, that is thigmotropism. Thigmotropism is due to touch. That touch me not plant ka, if we touch the plant the leaves fold off, that is an example. So here movement due to what happens? Movement due to touch. Example you can give, touch me not plant. Okay, enough. That is full. You can explain. The leaves of the touch me not plant fold or fall down when there is external stimuli, which is a touch. ठीक है बच्चा. So these are very important tropic movements you have to learn. Clear? And हर एक में you have positive tropism, negative tropism. For example, if I take phototropism, movement due to light. अगर movement due to light है and plant or shoot is growing towards the sun, it is getting bent, तो वो बन गया पॉजिटिव. एंड अवे फ्रॉम द सन बन गया नेगेटिव. ठीक है. सो जो भी हम मूवमेंट लेते हैं वो जो स्टिमुलस होगा, राइट, वॉट इज द फैक्टर विच इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल, उसकी तरफ हो देन इट इज पॉजिटिव, उससे अवे हो देन इट इज नेगेटिव. ठीक है. सो दीज आर इम्पॉर्टेंट tropic movements. You have to know, very important questions will come. They can ask you, are tropic movements directional movements or non-directional movements? They are always directional movements. ठीक है. So these are important 1 mark questions which can come for multiple choice questions or as a question form also. ठीक है, very important. ठीक है. So now we will talk about this question now. What helps in movement or transfer of information? अब whatever body you consider, ठीक है, in every body the message transfer takes place because of two things. Either it can be a electrical impulse or it can be chemical impulse. We have done this, I'm just revising you. ठीक है. So this movement can be passed on from because of electrical impulse or it can be passed on because of chemical impulse. Why not electrical impulse? That is neuron enough, because one thing, neurons are not present everywhere. Okay. And when the message is being transformed from one place to another because of electrical impulse, there can be a time gap. So that is why there is importance that chemical transfer is also important in body. ठीक है. सो इसीलिए हमारा आ गया नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, दैट इज केमिकल सिग्नल्स विच आर ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. But chemical signals are what is the negative point of this? They are slower when compared to nervous tissue connections. Okay. But the plus point is they can diffuse all around the original cell and they can help in the transfer of signals. Clear bacha? So first, after writing tropic movements, we have to write this electrical movements and chemical movements, chemical signals, and then we will talk about plant hormones. Okay. So today we will talk about this plant hormones. So plant hormones are nothing but the hormones or the chemicals occurring in minute quantities and are responsible for regulating metabolism, growth and development. Okay. Plant hormones को हम phyto hormones, plant growth regulators भी बोल सकते हैं, that is PGRs. Everything means the same. Okay. So these are chemicals produced in the plant body and these are it produced in very small quantity. and ये responsible क्या है, इस किस चीज़ के लिए है? प्लांट का ग्रोथ के लिए, प्लांट के मेटाबॉलिज्म के लिए, डेवलपमेंट के लिए. these are responsible. and you have to know, very important question this is, define plant hormones and write the different types of plant hormones with their फिजियोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट्स या फंक्शंस ऐसे पूछेंगे आपको, ये पूरा 5 मार्क का क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा, ठीक है। सो एग्जाम्पल्स, अगर प्लांट हॉर्मोन्स में हम एग्जाम्पल्स लेंगे, सो फर्स्ट वन इज ऑक्सिन, जिसको हम IAA भी बोलते हैं, दैट इज इंडोल एसिटिक एसिड। सेकेंड वन इज गिबरलिन, थर्ड वन इज साइटोकाइनिन, फोर्थ वन इज इथिलीन एंड फिफ्थ वन इज एब्सिसिक एसिड। क्लियर बच्चा? अब मैंने बोला था कि प्लांट हॉर्मोन्स रेगुलेट द ग्रोथ, controls the growth, and this control can be of two types, that is they can help either the plant to grow fast or it can stop or it can reduce the growth. दोनों important है. So if you see this point here for the first first four, 1 2 3 4, that is auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin and ethylene, they help in the increase of the growth of the plants, ठीक है, whereas abscisic acid helps in decreasing. Okay, this is a growth inhibitor we say, and these are promoters, growth promoters, and abscisic acid is growth inhibitor. Okay, so इसके functions क्या है? क्लियर? सबके अपने अपने फंक्शंस है, जैसे फ्रूट को हमने जल्दी राइपन करना है, राइट, फॉर दैट ऑल्सो वी विल यूज दीज हॉर्मोन्स. क्लियर? सो दे हैव अ स्पेसिफिक रोल इन द बॉडी ऑफ द प्लांट. Okay, so if you see your NCERT, we will look at NCERT questions first, I mean NCERT here. So see here, they have shown you geotropism example also, how it is happening, and then after explaining hydrotropism, chemotropism, all the movements, right, they have explained you about this, what I'm saying is they are explained you about the plant growth regulators also. So here if you start from this paragraph, that is your, I'll say the page number, 1 second. Okay, if you open page number 122, you can see here that they have shown till this last paragraph, it is about the hormones, right? So I mean it is about the signals and plant growth hormones and all that, all the geotropism and everything. Then from here it starts in page number 122. Okay. So if you see, different plant hormones help to coordinate growth, development and responses to the environment. They are synthesized at places away from where they act and simply diffuse to the area of action. Okay, so all these plant growth hormones, whatever we are talking about, they are not synthesized at the same place, right, where they have to action has to take place. They can be synthesized in any parts and they will diffuse to the area where they have to be acting. Okay, so now if you consider example for this example is very very important. Look at the example. Let us take an example that we have worked with earlier. When growing plants detect light, ग्रोइंग प्लांट्स डिटेक्ट लाइट करते हैं, राइट, फोटोट्रोपिज्म होता है, यस. उस टाइम पे क्या होता है, अ हार्मोन कॉल्ड ऑक्सिन सिंथेसाइज्ड एट द शूट टिप हेल्प्स द सेल टू ग्रो लॉन्गर. ओके, ऑक्सिन कहाँ पे रहता है, शूट के टिप्स पे रहता है. वॉट इट हेल्प्स इन, इट हेल्प्स द सेल्स एट द शूट टिप टू ग्रो फास्टर. सो वॉट इज हैपनिंग, शूट इज ग्रोइंग लॉन्गर. When light is coming from one side of the plant, auxin diffuses towards the shady side. Okay, so if imagine light is falling, first what happens, auxin diffuses to the shady part. The concentration of auxin stimulates the cells to grow longer on the side of the shoot which is away from the light. Thus the plant appears to bend towards the light. Okay, so synthesize कहाँ पे होती है, at the shoot tip. ओके, एंड किस चीज़ के लिए हेल्प करती है, इट हेल्प्स द सेल टू ग्रो लॉन्गर. हाउ द फंक्शन इज हैपनिंग, वॉट इज द फंक्शन, हाउ इट इज टेकिंग प्लेस, फॉर दैट वी विल टेक एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ अ प्लांट विच इज ग्रोइंग नियर द लाइट एरिया. ओके, सो इफ you consider now, a plant is growing. Okay, this is a plant which is growing here in the light. Okay, now we are saying this is the shoot area, right? So shoot area में क्या होगा, here imagine that the auxin is present. Now what will happen, because the light is falling on it, right, so auxin diffuses to the shady area, दूसरे area पे चला जाएगा where light is not more. यहाँ पे ये क्या करेगा, इट हेल्प्स द सेल्स टू डिवाइड फास्टर. सो ये जो स्टेम का अब लेंथ है, दिस विल बिकम taller. So because it is increasing in the number of cells is increasing, it will appear that as if now that plant is bending towards the light. Okay, so this is the help of auxin. It is helping in the growth of the plant. So ये बन गया एक तरह से growth को stimulate कर रहा है, right? So it is a important growth stimulator. Okay, so next, another example of plant hormones are gibberellins, which like auxin help in growth of the stem. Cytokinins promote cell division. Cell division को ज़्यादा कराता है. And it is natural then that they are present in greater concentration in areas of rapid cell division, such as in fruits and seeds. So obviously where the growth is needed in parts like fruits and seeds, these hormones will be present in higher concentration. These are examples of plant hormones that help in promoting growth. So what are they doing? They are helping in promotion of growth. Okay, and now you can see in notes I have given you ethylene, but here they have not said about ethylene, but you have to know about it. Okay, so I will give you a table, and in that we will have all points about this. So but it is a very important thing, you should know about all the 5 hormones. Okay, so last one they are telling here, abscisic acid is one example of a hormone which inhibits growth. It effects include wilting of leaves. Inhibits growth मतलब growth को stop करेगा. इसमें ऐसे effects रहेंगे जिसमें wilting of leaves मतलब falling of leaves can also takes place. Okay, so this is a very important paragraph about plant hormones. In your blue box question also we have this question, what are plant hormones? So you got to know, give an example of plant hormone that promotes growth. You can give auxilin, gibberellin, any example, then but not abscisic acid. Okay, so how do auxins promote the growth of a tendril around a support? For that you have to tell, it moves towards the shaded area, helps in the cell growth, and thus the tendril grows for around the support. Okay, so we will study it in the form of question answers I will give you. Next, describe an example to demonstrate hydrotropism. Hydrotropism is movement of any plant due towards the water, right? इसके लिए हम seed and sieve का example लेंगे. Okay, so this is a very very important topic which we have completed. Okay kids, so now we will talk about hormones in animals. Clear? So we have completed plant hormones, which is a very very important topic. We have different types of plant hormones like auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, ethylene and abscisic acid. All their functions I will give you in the form of table. You can just learn it. It is very very important. Clear? So next, moving on to hormones in animals, you have to understand a little. I will explain you first with my notes and then we will move on to text. So hormones, what are hormones? You should understand first. Hormones are chemicals secreted by the endocrine glands. They can be exocrine glands also. Here endocrine glands we are consider, which are carried by the blood to the respective organs to regulate certain physiological processes. Okay, first of all hormones are chemicals. They are secreted by some glands. और इनका काम क्या रहेगा? कोई भी फंक्शन हो सकता है, जैसे फिजियोलॉजिकल प्रोसेसेस को कंट्रोल करना इनका मेन फंक्शन है. ओके, द हॉर्मोन्स एक्ट ऑन स्पेसिफिक सेल्स कॉल्ड टारगेट सेल्स. जिस ऑर्गन पे या जिस सेल पे वो एक्ट करते हैं उस स्पेसिफिक सेल्स को हम बोलते हैं टारगेट सेल्स. द ऑर्गन्स ऑन विच द हॉर्मोन्स एक्ट आर नोन एज टारगेट ऑर्गन्स, एंड जो ऑर्गन रहता है उसको हम टारगेट ऑर्गन्स बोलते हैं. ओके बच्चा, नाउ हॉर्मोन्स एंड सेक्रेटेड थ्रू 2 टाइप्स ऑफ ग्लैंड्स. 2 ग्लैंड्स हो सकते हैं, एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स एंड एक्सोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स. अगेन दिस इज नॉट देयर इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक, बट यू शुड नो दिस. Okay, otherwise how will you understand, right? So first you should know what do you mean by endocrine glands. These are glands that do not have ducts and transport their secretion directly to the site of action through blood. मतलब क्या है? अगर कोई ऑर्गन, कोई भी ग्लैंड अपने सेक्रीशंस कर रहे हैं तो वो सेक्रीशन डायरेक्टली ब्लड में चला जाएगा. ऐसे नहीं कि एक डक्ट में जाएगा वहाँ पे स्टोर होगा, नो. ओके, बट एक्सोक्राइन में क्या होगा? दे विल हैव ग्लैंड्स एंड फर्स्ट वहाँ पे क्या होगा? द सेक्रीशंस आर सेक्रेटेड एंड देन इट विल स्लोली बी पास्ड ऑन टू अ स्पेसिफिक ऑर्गन. clear? So but endocrine glands, they live everything, all their secretions into blood, and wherever blood transports, all that functions will take place. Okay, so we have examples here: adrenal gland, pituitary gland are endocrine glands. Exocrine glands के लिए liver, sweat secretion, all these are exocrine. Majorly whatever glands we read in this chapter are all endocrine glands. Okay, so this is very very important. So in humans, in human hormones, we have two types of secretions: endocrine secretions and exocrine glands, okay, which secrete their secretions. So let's see the NCERT. Now, how are hormones in animals? How are such chemicals or hormonal means of information transmission used in plants? What do some animals, for instance squirrels, experience when they are in scary situation? Their bodies have to prepare for either fighting or running away. Both are very complicated activities that will use a great deal of energy in controlled ways. Many different tissue types will be used and their activities integrated together in these action. However, the two alternating activities, fighting or running, are also quite different. So here is a situation in which some common preparations can be usefully made in the body. These preparations should ideally make it easier to do either activity in the near future. How would this be achieved? Okay, they have first given you an introduction. Say there is a animal which is scared of, which is scared in a scared situation. तो यहाँ पे इन्होंने क्या लिया है, like squirrel example लिया है. Squirrel has two options: fighting or running away, right? So in these two actions, if you see carefully, suddenly the message has to pass to the brain about the situation, right? It has to take an action. Is it very simple? No. And two activities are also very very different. So what helps these animals to do such actions? ठीक है, मैसेज तो इन्फॉर्मेशन तो चला जाएगा बाय नर्वस सिस्टम, राइट? केमिकल इम्पल्सेस या केमिकल्स हार्मोन्स क्या हार्मोन्स क्या करेंगे? दे विल स्टार्ट सेक्रेटिंग इन द बॉडी. बट हाउ इज द एक्शन अचीव्ड? Okay, that is the question, and you have answer for this here. Let's read it. If the body design in the squirrel relied on only electrical impulse, ठीक है बच्चा, और कोई that is only nerve cells, the range of tissues instructed to prepare for the coming activity would be limited. So the activity which it would perform would be very very less. On the other hand, if a chemical signal were to be sent as well, it would reach all the cells of the body and provide the wide ranging changes needed. This is done in animals, including human beings, using a hormone called adrenaline that is secreted from the adrenal glands. So for this we have a hormone here which is called adrenaline gland, जो उसको help करेगा for running away or taking that quick action. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे they want to say that same as in plants, animals may be just nervous system is not enough. We also need an hormone system which will help in taking the action. And वहाँ पे first example हमने लिया है adrenaline. Adrenaline is secreted directly into the blood. तो ये क्या बन गया? Endocrine gland. ठीक है, and carried to different parts of the body. The target organ or the specific tissue on which it acts include heart. As a result, the heart beats faster, resulting in supply of more oxygen to our muscles. The body, to the digestive system and skin is reduced due to contraction of muscles around small arteries in these organs. This diverts the blood to our skeletal muscles. The breathing rate also increases because of the contractions of the diaphragm and the rib muscles. All these responses together enable the body to be ready to deal with the situation. Such animal hormones are the part of endocrine system which constitutes a second way of control and coordination in our body. The first way was because of nervous system. The second way of control and coordination in our body is because of that is endocrine system, or we call it as hormones, right? So here we have taken adrenaline and we have explained in complete way. But अगर आपको पूछा adrenaline का functions बताओ 1 mark में, आप क्या बोलोगे? It regulates heartbeat, ठीक है, and also supplies oxygen to the supply oxygen to our muscles, ये सब इसके functions हैं. Clear? So now in such examples where we have taken up about a immediate action to be taken, so क्या क्या होगा that they have explained. ठीक है, एड्रेनालाइन सेक्रेशन होगा, इट विल मूव टू द टारगेट ऑर्गन, देन आर हार्ट बीट ऑल्सो स्टार्ट्स इंक्रीजिंग, सप्लाई ऑफ ऑक्सीजन स्टार्ट्स इंक्रीजिंग, राइट, कॉन्ट्रैक्शन मसल्स हैपन, देन द diaphragm, that is your diaphragm and rib muscles also contract, increasing in the breathing rate happens. ये सब होने के वजह से क्या हो रहा है, it is helping the organism to get ready to deal with the situation. ठीक है, एक सिचुएशंस को डील करने के लिए देखो कैसे एड्रेनालाइन हार्मोन हेल्प कर रहा है. दैट इज व्हाट इट इज, हाउ दी हॉर्मोन्स एक्ट. ओके, फर्स्ट एग्जाम्पल था, हमने कंसिडर कर लिया एड्रेनालाइन हार्मोन. नेक्स्ट लेट्स सी व्हाट दे आर सेइंग हियर. रिमेंबर दैट प्लांट्स हैव हार्मोन्स दैट कंट्रोल देयर डायरेक्शनल ग्रोथ. हमने प्लांट्स में ट्रॉपिक मूवमेंट सब बताने के टाइम पे हमने बोला वो डायरेक्शनल ग्रोथ है. सो यहाँ पे क्या है, व्हाट फंक्शंस डू एनिमल हार्मोन्स परफॉर्म. ऑन द फेस ऑफ इट वी कैनॉट इमेजिन देयर रोल इन डायरेक्शनल ग्रोथ. वी हैव नेवर सीन एन एनिमल ग्रोइंग मोर इन वन डायरेक्शन और द अदर डिपेंडिंग अपॉन लाइट और ग्रेविटी. यहाँ पे थोड़ी ना हम बोल सकते हैं एनिमल्स में फोटोट्रोपिज्म, व्हाट इज ए जियोट्रोपिज्म बोल सकते हैं. नो, मतलब लाइट की तरफ ज़्यादा ग्रो होगा. No, that cannot happen. But if we think about it bit more, it will become evident that even in small animal bodies, growth happens in carefully controlled places. Plants will grow leaves in many places of the plant body, for example, but we do not grow fingers on our faces. The design of the body is carefully maintained even during the growth of children. राइट, सो यहाँ पे भी हमारा ग्रोथ जो बॉडी ग्रोथ है इट इज़ वेरी वेरी कंट्रोल्ड. ओके, वी कैनॉट सी ऑर्गन्स ग्रोइंग एट डिफरेंट प्लेसेस. नो, दे आर ऑल हैविंग अ स्पेसिफिक प्लेस एंड स्पेसिफिक वे ऑफ ग्रोथ. ओके, सो डायरेक्शनल ग्रोथ नहीं है बट इट इज़ अ कंट्रोल्ड ग्रोथ. ओके, सो दैट इज़ वॉट दे वॉन्ट टू टेल हियर. Now, moving on to the next page, if you see here, there are two diagrams given, A and B, one representing the male and the other representing the female, and they have showed all the endocrine glands present. Here in hormones in animals, we are talking basically about human hormones. Okay, so if you see the glands which they have mentioned here, let's start from the first one, hypothalamus, pineal gland, pituitary gland. You can see they are almost regulated, all are in the parts of the brain. Hypothalamus is the region of brain also, we have studied in brain part, right? Next, if we come to the next down part, you can see thyroid gland which is present near the neck region, right? Throat या neck region में present होता है. Parathyroid glands, ये thyroid glands के बिल्कुल थोड़े से नीचे, and they are 4 in number and they are very small in shape. Okay, thymus gland, it will be in your what you can say chest bone के पीछे, rib cage के तरफ. ठीक है, so it is present in the chest region. So these are few glands which are present in the upper part of the body. When you come to abdominal region, we have pancreas. Pancreas you have already learnt in the life processes where it is abdomen region में, and you can see here red shape what they have tried to show is kidney, and above the kidney, yellow color which they have drawn is the adrenal gland. If they ask you then where are the adrenal gland present, what will you say? They are present above the kidney. Okay, so next is testis. Testis is the male reproductive gland or male reproductive organ which helps in secretion of male reproductive hormones. Okay, we will study in detail. Next, if you see here female body also, the other glands remains the same, but if you come down here, that is ovary here which is they have shown, right? So this is a female reproductive hormone gland. Okay, so that is the difference between male and female body. So now you have to know the functions of each of these glands. Okay, so the functions of each of the glands will be dealt in a proper table form. First we will see the next here what example they have given. Okay, so if you see here next, let us examine some examples to understand how hormone help in coordinated growth. We have all seen salt packets which say iodinized salt or enriched with iodine, right? You have seen in advertises they say iodine salt, iodinized salt, right? You have seen it, and they say it is a very important thing to have iodinized salt. What is it? What they are talking about? Why is it important for us to have iodinized salt in our diet? Iodine is necessary for thyroid gland. Thyroid gland to make what? Thyroxine hormone. And what is the function of thyroxine hormone? It regulates carbohydrates, protein and fat metabolism in the body as to provide the best chance balance for growth. Iodine is essential for synthesis of thyroxine. In case iodine is deficient in our diet, there is a possibility that we might suffer from goiter. One of the symptom in this disease is a swollen neck. Can you relate this with the position of the thyroid gland? Thyroid gland कहाँ पे present होती है? Neck region में. So obviously there is a problem in thyroid gland. What will happen? There will be swollen neck, means it is taking place near the neck region. And इस symptom को हम क्या बोलते हैं इस disease को? We say it as goiter. And goiter क्यों form होती है? Because of insufficient or deficient iodine in our diet. आयोडीन अगर कम हो गया तो क्या होगा? थायरोक्सिन हार्मोन कैन नॉट बी सेक्रेटेड. ओके, सिंथेसिस ऑफ थायरोक्सिन हार्मोन इज reduced. ठीक है बच्चा. एंड व्हाट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ थायरोक्सिन? इट रेगुलेट्स मेटाबॉलिज्म इन आवर बॉडी एंड कीप्स द बेस्ट बैलेंस फॉर ग्रोथ. Clear? So can you see now how important it is? It is all interrelated with each other, and this is a very important, it's a textual question also, it is there in your book NCERT, but this is a very important thing. Why is it important to have iodinized salt in our diet? Okay, why is iodine necessary for thyroid gland? That is also a question. Okay, so this is a very important part we have done today. Clear? So we have started with hormones in animals, and we have completed we have seen the different types of glands, and we have not seen the functions yet. We have to see. We have just completed with adrenal gland and thyroxine. The rest we will do it in the next class. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Read your textbook, that is NCERT, and if you have any doubt, please mark it and send me. Okay, thank you.